I've said it once and I'll say it again. You can and will be detained or deported as a legal U.S. resident for your political beliefs. And that is exactly what's happening to activist and legal resident Mahmoud Khalil, who is being held as a political prisoner in the U.S. Mahmoud is a student leader at Columbia University and is being directly targeted for his advocacy against Israel's genocide in Palestine. Mahmoud was detained illegally this past Saturday and was told that his student visa was revoked. Now, when he retorted that he is not on a student visa and is a legal green card holder, he was told his green card status was revoked as well. When asked for a warrant, the ICE agents hung up in his lawyer's face. Now, everything about this is illegal, and as such, a federal judge has actually chosen to block Mahmoud's deportation. But he has still been sent to an ICE detainment center in Louisiana for indefinite detainment. Now you might be wondering, why is he in Louisiana? Why is he not in an ICE detention facility in New York? This is because ICE often goes judge shopping, hoping to put detainees in states with the highest rates of incarceration under hanging judges. And because of Donald Trump's reversal of catch and release migrant laws, Mahmoud will be indefinitely waiting in the detention center until his trial date. He is 100% a political prisoner, and according to Donald Trump, he could be the first of many. In fact, 60 different universities in the U.S. have been warned that they may face enforcement action if they fail to protect Jewish students on campus. Meaning if they fail to stop pro-Palestinian protests and quash any political dissent. This also includes the University of Michigan, a university that has a disproportionately high amount of Arab and Muslim students, particularly because of its proximity to a large Arab and Muslim population. This is a massive affront to our right to free speech and an attack on all of our civil liberties. It is illegal, it is unconscionable, and it has no place in American society.
We are supporting Donald Trump because he promised to end war in the Middle East and Ukraine. The bloodshed has to stop all over the world, and I think this man can make that happen.
This moment is bigger than just regret. What we are seeing is a clear reminder political decisions have consequences, especially when they are made based on emotional promises instead of historical truth. Many Arab Americans thought Trump would be their savior, that would end the Gaza war, bring justice to Palestine, and stand up to global hypocrisy. But now, the reality has flipped. Not only is the war still raging, some of the very people who supported him are now facing deportation, silence, and betrayal. And now, some are looking to Black Americans, the very people whom long warned about these power systems. But here's a real question. Should Black communities carry everyone's burden when our own fight for justice and freedom is still ongoing?
In the community are at a loss for words. Last night was a very rough night for most of us.
Last day was a rough day, for all Arab community. Arab community are now regretting their vote for Trump. Why? In today's video, we are going to talk about Arab community who voted for Trump. Now they are regretting. Remember that credit goes to the owner of the video. Let's jump into it.
One of the strangest tragedies in this election result is the Arab population in Michigan. There was a group of Arabs who decided that Trump was the person they wanted to win. It wasn't just that they weren't going to vote for Kamala Harris, but they actively voted for Trump. And it was all based on Trump's telling them that he was going to call for a ceasefire as soon as he was elected. Now, I find this very sad and also perplexing because Trump is very, very close with extremely right-wing Israelis who publicly said that they wanted to annex the West Bank and Gaza, and they didn't want a ceasefire at all, and they just wanted to maximize the force being used against Palestinians. I can understand being angry at the Democrats and Kamala Harris as well as Biden on this topic, but the idea that Trump was going to be better really is perplexing. There's an Arab group that is sending a letter to Trump saying, please support the ceasefire you promised you were going to support. We voted for you because we thought you were the best choice for the country. But instead he has nominated Marco Rubio and Mike Huckabee, and Rubio has said he is in no way supportive of a ceasefire. He thinks Israel should ramp up their campaign. And Mike Huckabee is very much on record as having said he was supportive of Israel annexing the West Bank and Gaza, or at least supportive of the people who would say that that's what they want to do. The situation for the Palestinians is going to get much, much, much worse. And this is the outcome I was concerned about. And, you know, I can understand to some extent the idea that people didn't want to vote for someone who supported a policy that they disagreed with very strongly. But the risk of it getting so much worse was something that I just didn't feel was worth it, was worth sending that message to the Democrats, because Palestinians really don't have much time and they don't have much space to go for 4 years or longer in the situation that they're in.
So the people who voted for Trump are going to start to feel what their vote meant to them personally, you know, slowly but surely. And I guess it's not that slow because my stepfather's feeling the first thing right now. So my mom has Alzheimer's and she has round-the-clock care. We've kept her at home. We were able to keep her at home due to the fact that we got her long-term care insurance all these years ago. And she's got round-the-clock aides, 2 ladies at a time, because she can't do anything anymore. And none of them were born in this country. None of them. And my stepfather's biggest fear has always been that they're going to walk out or leave him stranded, because my mom can't do anything for herself. She's literally bedridden. My stepfather's 82 years old. So today I had to have the conversation with him about what we do if those people get deported. And he said to me, they all pay Social Security. They all have their green cards, I think. And I said, I don't think it matters. You better have a plan B, or we're going to be screwed. And he took a moment, thought about it, and realized what he had done. It's coming, everyone. They're going to find out.
Guys, we have seen many videos, but some Arab community were expecting Trump to end the war between Palestine, Gaza, and Israel. But now, when he got power, situation is, it's get worse. I don't think Palestine have much time because the situation. So most of the people who voted for Trump, they vote against their interest. Before they thought he's going to help them, but now it's totally different. Guys, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you like it. Share, give us a comment. See you on another one. I love you guys.